change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I should start living now. With the whole world at our feet, we could stay or we could leave. There is nothing in between. So baby, we should start living now. 'Cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now. We are close, can you feel it? Something is behind the clouds. We just have to believe it, that we can make the sun come out. Let us lose ourselves in a fairy tale. Who can say what's wrong or right? We're the only ones who can decide. Baby, you and I should start living now. With the whole world at our feet, we could stay or we could leave. There is nothing in between. So baby, we should start living now. 'Cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now.
Hi everyone, and welcome to part 1 of The Sims 4 Island Living. Before we get into things, I wanted to quickly introduce myself in case any of you are new here. So my channel name is TheTidesChanging, but you can call me Ashley if you want, and on this channel I have mainly Sims content, mostly speed builds and Let's Plays, and with my Let's Plays, I like to have more of a storytelling element to them. That's just what personally makes the game more fun for me to play, so if that's what you're into, then you're in the right place. But we're here with the two main Sims we're going to be following this series, Talia, Kalani, and Kerri Hendricks. And as you saw from that intro, Kerri is new to Sulani. She's been here for about a week or two, so she's finally settled in and unpacked, and she's just about ready to finally get out and explore the island and get to know her neighbors. And the reason why she came here is that she found herself in a bit of a rut. She grew up in Newcrest and just really had this desire for adventure and change and just wanted to get out of that, but she was afraid to leave her family and friends behind and move somewhere far away, so she thought, well, maybe if I just move into the city that I grew up on the outskirts of, that'll do the trick, that'll help, but it really didn't. And she found herself working multiple dead-end part-time jobs just to stay afloat and make ends meet, and that left her with very little time to pursue her passion of writing because she does want to become a best-selling author, and she was just kind of pondering on what to do with her life, like what she could do to get herself out of this rut, just to get herself to be truly happy. Okay, all right, she is a freelance writer, which I'll get to shortly. But yeah, she's just kind of trying to, oh great, okay, so thanks for interrupting my whole spiel here. So we'll just do this and then get back to what I was saying. So get paid to write top 10 list, co-writer for kids' bedtime story, proofread my thesis paper, refreshed brand language. I guess we'll do co-writer for kids' bedtime stories. Okay, there we go. So anyway, as I was saying, she's trying to figure out how to get herself out of this rut, and then she remembered how when she was younger, she visited Sulani, like she went here just once before, but she absolutely fell in love with the island. She just felt completely calm and at peace, like she was where she belonged when she was here, and just loved being around the ocean. And when she was younger, she would repeatedly tell her parents, someday I'm going to live in Sulani, you wait and see, like I'm going to live there. But as time went on, she found herself saying that less and less, and it felt like more of just a silly childhood dream than something she would actually do. But when she's trying to figure out where to go with her life recently, she thought back to that and how much she's always loved the ocean. Not just the ocean in Sulani, but any ocean in general. She's always just felt this tie to it, this calm and this peace. And she thought, you know, what if? What if I moved to Sulani? You know, maybe, you know, that could be nice. So just to humor herself, she looked to see if there happened to be any rooms for rent in Sulani, and she quickly found a posting by Talia here saying that she had a room for rent, and it just felt like things coming together. Like, it was a sign that she stumbled across this so quickly, and she just got this swelling, like just this feeling that she was on to the right thing. And it was scary. Like, the idea of leaving her family and friends and home behind was scary, but she just had this gut feeling that this was the right choice. So she messaged Talia, started talking to her for a little bit, told her she would decide what she wanted to do, and debated about it for days. And then finally she just said, you know what, screw it, and messaged Talia and told her she was going to take the room. And then here we are in Sulani, and she has just been loving it so far. And as you can see, she kind of changed her style up a little bit as well, so kind of fits in with a more laid-back island vibe. And as far as Talia goes, she is a Sulani native. She has been here her whole life. She actually grew up in Lani St. Taz, which is the more private part of the island. It's kind of away from the touristy area, but as she got further into her 20s, she found herself really wanting to move out of her parents' home and be a little bit more close to the hustle and bustle. So she found this place here in Ohanali town. So she moved in, and it had a second bedroom, so she decided why not put a posting out for a roommate just to, you know, help a little bit with the cost of things, make things a little bit cheaper. And this is actually going to be a lot better for Kerri as far as her pursuing her dream of becoming a writer, because the cost of living here is a little lower than it was in San Myshuno. She's got a roommate now, so that frees her up a little bit to have more time to pursue those passions. And she's just been loving how laid back everything is. Like, it's just so much, it's just more her speed than San Myshuno was. And since Talia's parents do live here in Sulani, we will be seeing them around a lot. Okay, looks like she's just doing some random push-ups. But yeah, since she has been living here in Sulani her whole life, she knows a whole bunch of people. As you can see, she knows just about everyone on the island. There's a few people that she's seen around that she hasn't really gotten a chance to talk to yet, but for the most part, she has at least somewhat of a relationship with everyone, and she even has her own main friend group that she hangs out a lot, so I'll get to that in a minute. And her and Kerri have gotten to know each other a bit since Kerri moved in, so they are already friends. Like, they're not close friends or anything like that, but so far they've been getting along pretty well. And Talia does also have a dog named Kona, so she's just basically her little shadow. She always goes on adventures with her. They're very, very close. I just thought it'd be really cute for her to have this dog to explore the beach with, also because animals can swim in the water, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to see that. And as far as their traits go, Talia here is a child of the islands. She grew up here. She really feels a strong tie to Sulani. And she's also active. Like, she's always outside. She spends so much of her time outside. She's really into fishing and snorkeling and all of that. She loves the outdoors. And then she also has the home turf trait from her aspiration, which is the beach life one that came with this pack. And as far as Kerri goes, she also has a beach life one. I originally gave her the best-selling author one, but I looked through the goals of this aspiration, and I realized that it's a very easy aspiration. I was really surprised because I was thinking the last part here would be something about mermaids, but no, it's just doze off while relaxing on a lounge chair or float lounger, which is just easy. Like, why is this the last thing you have to do? I don't know. It's just a very simple aspiration, so I figured why not give both of them this from the beginning, because they could probably knock it out very quickly, and then we can move on to the best-selling author one for her. And then for Talia, I'm not really sure what to do. Maybe the angling ace one, perhaps one of the outdoors related ones, or probably not the bodybuilder one, because you have to be in the athletic career for that one, and I don't really want to do that. But also the friend of the world one would be good for her, because she just really gets along with so many people of the island. So yeah, I think that one, it'd be super easy. So maybe that one. Yeah, let me know what you all think. But as far as, I was getting on her traits. So as far as her traits go, she is creative, child of the ocean, and vegetarian. And then she is a muser from when I originally gave her the best-selling author aspiration. I changed it from here, so it did keep the muser trait that came with the best-selling author one. And I like that. I thought that actually fit her very well to still have that. And she does have the child of the ocean trait because, as I said, she's always felt this tie to the ocean and just a love for it. So I thought that this would be a perfect trait for her. So that's part of why she feels so at home here and always just really felt this call to the ocean and this love for it. And then I also gave her the vegetarian trait because I know the child of the ocean trait makes it so they don't like to eat fish. I believe it does. I think that's what I heard. So I just kind of gave her this to go with it and also make it so in addition to not wanting to eat fish, she also doesn't like to... Oh, that's so cute. Her mom is calling her to congratulate her on landing a job. That's adorable. Like, I bet her mom's... Like, her parents weren't happy with her leaving home, but they want her to be happy, so they're fine with it. They supported her on it, which she was really worried about. That's kind of part of what held her back, but, yeah, I just want to make it so in addition to not eating fish, she also didn't really want to eat other kinds of meat as well because she just really has this love for all living creatures. But let's actually have her go out here and pet Kona, get to know her a little bit better. She's actually really excited to share the home with the dog as well because as I was just saying, she loves animals. So she's just thrilled that Talia has little Kona here. So we'll give her a treat. Or not. Apparently not. We're not going to give her a treat. Oh, and they are living in this house that I made a speed build up a few days ago. So I'll put a link or put some kind of annotation on the video linking to that in case you didn't see it and you want to check it out. But yeah, it's a fairly small house. There's not really a ton to it. This is Talia's bedroom up here, and then we got the bathroom. And then down here we have Kerri's bedroom and then just the main area. That's really about all there is to it. And I just remembered another thing. Okay, looks like she's coming down here to play some video games. That is fine. Maybe they can actually play together. But I also wanted to show Talia's friend group here. I always like to do this and make clubs for friend groups. It's just kind of a nice way to keep groups of Sims together. So we have Leah Huata, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Sorry if I butcher any of these names. I'm trying my best to pronounce them right. And then Oliana Ngata and Layla Illy. So these are 3 of the townies that came to this world. I really like the townies and I wanted to put all of them into our friend group here. And then we have Haku Kahana Nui. And I actually made him, so he's the son of I think their names were Mele and Alika. There are this adult couple that lived in the Lonnie St. Todd's part of the world, and they didn't have any kids, but I decided to just give them a kid because I wanted some more young adults and I was running out of space to put them. But as you can see, things are a little complicated between her and Haku. So they are exes, they grew up near each other, they're very close, and when they got a little older, they're like, I mean, we get along really well, so why not try to be together? But the relationship didn't work out between the two of them. Something just didn't really feel right about the two of them as a couple, so they ended up splitting up, and things were a little awkward for a while after that, but eventually they got past that, and they're now back to being really good friends, and they've kind of like just put that period in time behind them. And then here we have Jasmine Cardona, who is fairly new to Sulani herself. She actually, hold on, what is this? Hey, I heard you became friends with Talia Kalani. She's pretty cool. So I guess her father's just really happy that she's made a friend here. But anyway, Jasmine here actually lives in this house across the street from them. Where is it? Not there, right here. Yeah, so she moved here a little bit before Talia moved into her house. And she just went over here, talked to them. They struck up a friendship. They're not terribly close yet, but she definitely has clicked with Jasmine, and even though she's not super close with her, she has brought her into the fold, into her friend group, so Jasmine has started hanging out with them. So she's really excited to get to know Jasmine a bit better because she does seem really, really cool. So I think later in this part, we'll actually have them get together with this friend group because she's also now trying to bring Kerri into the fold as well. And then as far as her job, Talia is in the part-time lifeguard career. They did make it so you can have multiple part-time jobs. If you have a day shift, you can have a day shift and an evening shift of different part-time jobs. But for now, I just gave her this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to give her another part-time job. Hold on, what is she making? So, okay, good. Tofu tacos. For a minute there, I was worried she was making fish. I was like, you're a vegetarian. What are you doing? Don't you know any better? But good, she knows better. She is making tofu tacos. But yeah, I didn't give her a second part-time job just because the scheduling would have been a little bit weird because she does this 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. And I think the fishing career was 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. So that wouldn't really leave her a lot of time to get sleep. And then I think the diving one had a 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. shift. So that might be a little bit better. But for now, we're just going to have her be this. And then maybe in the future, we'll get her a second part-time job. We'll see. But I believe that's all the explaining that I want to do for now. Sorry, there's just always a whole lot of talking that you have to do at the beginning of Let's Plays, but finally we're past that. We can get into the actual gameplay. And that's really cute that we have this go-on adventure together interaction. Oh, I should show Kona's traits. Let me do that really quick. So here she is. So she is smart, adventurous, and a troublemaker, and she is an Australian cattle dog. I know that's a very intelligent, high energy breed, so I just thought that that kind of dog would suit her really well. But what I'm thinking we could do is maybe go to the beach for a little bit and then meet up with her friends later. It does look like she's kind of hungry, so I want to see if Kerri happened to make... Okay, good. She did make a group serving, so we'll have her go out there and grab that. And then she can go out here and sit with her, and they can just eat together and chat a little bit more. And I'm just so excited to get into the gameplay with this pack. Like, we just have these cute floaties, and they can actually swim in the water. I am just so excited to dive in a bit more. Excuse the pun there, but yeah, I'm just really looking forward to that. And then we also have these fishing traps. I think they can actually use these. So I'm just going to stick this into her inventory because we can probably use that a little later on. And once she's done with her meal, I think we'll have them head to the beach that's right over here and they can hang out with their friends there. Or we could also have them go to the bar that is, where was it? That was somewhere over here, I think. There it is. Yeah, and I actually replaced the bar that was originally here because I was a part of the Sulani Sirens World Building Club, and this bar was made for that save file, and I just really liked it. I liked it more than the one that was originally here, so I just decided to replace it with this one. And I actually want to go to map view really quick just so I can show you all some of the other changes that I made. So I did add this house that I made for that collab over here for Talia's parents, just because I had the right amount of bedrooms and everything for them. And then I also added the build that Simlicy made for it because she actually made it with the townies that were originally here in mind, and it had a second bedroom in it. So it was just perfect seeing as I did give them a son. And then I also added the build that Dr. Ashley made for it in. And then I added the bachelor that Eliandra made for the collab in as well because I just thought he had a really cool, like it has this really cool backstory. Like you can pause here and read if you want. I'm not going to read over everything, but he's just kind of this like mysterious, once famous athlete who ended up becoming a merman through an accident and then moved here to Sulani to kind of hide. So I just thought that was a really cool backstory and that he'd be potentially an interesting sim to throw into the mix. So he's just over here. And then over here we have Talia's grandfather, Ku. So he's living here in this off-the-grid shack near the volcano. And that does make her family a bit nervous because they kind of worry about his safety a little bit, but He says that he really likes the peace and quiet of being away from everything and really likes this lifestyle and is a little bit stubborn about it. So even though they're worried about him, since he seems happy with it, they don't really press things too much. They just kind of let it be, even though they're hoping he eventually changes his mind. And I do want to make a new house for him to live in, so I think my next speed build might be a new off-the-grid shack for him, just something that's a little bit more personalized. Then I also want to remake this house here to be something that's a bit more personalized for Jasmine, but yeah, that's it. So I think we'll actually go to the bar here. I feel like that's a more interesting lot, and that's actually where where I had the club's hangout set up. So if we hit start gathering, then they'll actually gather here anyway. For their club activities, I did have be friendly with everyone, and then I had summer activities, and then hang out by fire. So I think a little later on, we should definitely... Oh, it looks like she's actually on that already. Yeah, I was just about to say, I think later we should have them light this fire and hang around it. Oh, did I forget to bring... Hold on a minute. Let's bring Kerri here so she can hang out and get to know everyone as well. So we'll just have her... She's a fairly outgoing sim. So we'll have her go and start introducing herself to everyone and just saying hi. So we'll give a funny introduction to Jasmine. And then we can have her introduce herself to Oleana and then Haku. So we'll... just get on that with everyone. And then she has already lit the fire, so she's just kind of hanging out here with Layla. So we'll have her chat with her some, and then it looks like Haku has just come over here to say hi. And who is this? Kalama Famoana. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Yes, I think there are some townies that came with this world, like sims who aren't actually on home lot. So it's kind of cool that there will be these other sims that we can have them talk to. And I'm hoping that Kerri's parents don't end up showing up. That is a bit of a worry of mine that we're going to start seeing sims from other worlds popping up, which will kind of break the realism a little bit. But if that happens, I might just use MC Command Center and force them to leave. We'll see. And oh, look at that! She's doing this really cool fire dance. Oh, that is awesome. Alright, so we'll have her... Oh yeah, they can also build sand sculptures together. That is really cool. I think she just told her a gross joke. She did not seem very thrilled with that. So I'll have her give a friendly introduction to this sim over here. And it looks like we've got someone else. So we'll have her introduce herself to him as well. And then I see that Haku is also doing the fire dance. So it looks like she's on talking to Jasmine, so they're having a good conversation. So let's just talk about beach bums, just kind of talk about the friend group a little bit, talk about drink making. Oh yeah, I also set them up with skills, just because I feel like as young adults, like they've lived some life, so they should have more skills built up than just nothing. So she does have some of the mixology skill because she was a bartender back in San Myshuno. So as you saw, she was working as a barista in the morning and then a bartender at night, and it just left her with little time to write. And I did put her in the freelancing career because I haven't really had a chance to try that out yet. So I just thought that'd be something kind of cool, and I feel like that, that goes with this. So we can, what else can we do? Okay, oh cool, she just learned that Jasmine has a goofball trait, so we can ask her about her day. And Jasmine really likes blue. I don't know, I just thought it could be kind of fun to give her this blue hair, and then most of her outfits have a ton of blue. I don't know, she's just kind of this like goofy, chill person. She's a lot of fun. That's part of why Talia has clicked with her so much. Oh, maybe we can have her build sand sculptures together with her as well. I feel like she's clicking with Jasmine a lot as well, so I think we'll just do that together just so we can try some of that out. And what is Talia doing? Looks like we got a whole gathering of people around the fire here. Oh, that's weird. Fire dance. Oh, let's ever try doing that. Yeah, so it looks like that is built off of the fitness skill, and I could be wrong, but oh no, okay, she's not very good at that. Oh no, it looks like it builds off. Okay, good, I was worried for a minute. It looks like that builds off the dancing skill. Yeah, she's not very good at it either. She's trying though. I could be wrong, but I don't think there are actually any new skills with this pack. There might be diving skill, but I think most of it is tied to the fitness skill. I have to check that. But if there aren't any new skills, that is a bit disappointing because usually these packs come with a new skill. As I said, it could be wrong, but yeah, I was really hoping that there would be something. Oh, her family's here. Hold on. So this is her mom, Leilani, and then we have her grandfather, Ku. That is just, it's really cool to see all them coming here. I just love how her mother came right up to her and gave her a hug. So let's go over here and talk to her so we can ask about her day. Oh, I just saw ask if mermaid. Oh, that's really cool. Her mom is not a mermaid though. And then we have Makoa. So he's from another one of the townie families. What is her father doing? Is he just, or her grandfather doing? I think he's just beachcombing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he's doing. So we'll talk about cooking. And then, oh, her father's here as well. I wonder if her brother is too, because she does have a teenage brother. And we'll definitely visit their home in future parts. I'm not sure if we'll do that in the next one. We'll see. And then we should have her hug him lovingly. So we're just gonna, hold on, is that, oh yeah, he is a mermaid. It's interesting that they have an aura. Yeah, so he is that mermansim that I was talking about earlier. So it's kind of like this bachelor. I think he's supposed to be kind of like a player, so yeah, I think it could be cool for them to get to know. So I think we'll actually have, what is she doing? She's over here. Let's have Talia. Talia's right here. So I think we'll have her say hi because she's very friendly. Like anytime she sees someone who she doesn't really know, she tries her best to just go up to them and introduce herself to them. Oh, she's hugging her father now. That's really adorable. And then Jasmine over here is attempting to fire dance, and it's not going very well. And then it looks like Oleana's not doing a very good job as well. But they'll get the hang of it. So I think she's on introducing herself to Dominic right now. Oh, wait a minute. I think that's actually, I thought that was like a kind of a glow from him being a mermaid, but no, that's not. This is actually one of those island spirits, I believe. Let's try communing with spirits and just kind of see what that is. Because I'm really curious about that. Because I know I did hear that there are spirits on the islands like of ancestors, and they'll pop up. So that's really neat to see. So we can, I guess that was about it. Alright, so they went away. That was interesting. Alright, and then what is Kerri up to? So, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Is she flirting with her? Ooh, that is interesting. I think I just saw the romance thing pop up. Yeah, she's feeling flirty. Okay, I don't know what these two are talking about, but apparently they are hitting it off. Alright, so we'll ever talk to her as well. Maybe not tell a gross joke. We can ask about her day. That is really interesting to see Kerri flirting with someone right off the bat. I didn't think that was going to happen. So tell an engaging story, and since apparently like there's a little something going on here, I think we'll just roll with that, and maybe I think we'll ask her if she's single, and then maybe flirt with her a little bit. So we can compliment her appearance. Should we do that? No, flirt. We'll just flirt. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So let's tell a dramatic story after we do that bit of flirting. So we'll see how she feels about that. All right, is she single? Okay, so Kalama is single. Looks like she's into the flirting as well, I think. Ooh, yeah, that went well. So I think now we'll move on to complimenting her appearance. I'm not sure if I'm going to go too much further with this than that. And then looks like we got another sim here. Yeah, it's just really cool to see all of these people just gathered around here having a good time. I didn't expect things to be quite so hopping here. So we'll get to know her a little bit better. Ooh, look at that. We got a little bit of a romantic relationship developing. So we'll talk about the warm weather. We've also learned that she is outgoing. So she is really getting to know her. Maybe we can, let's ask her to stargaze. I think that'd be really cute to do. So we'll leave her to do that and go back over here to Talia, who is talking to Layla. And I was thinking it'd be really good for Kerri and Layla to get to know each other a little bit better, because Layla came here under similar circumstances. Like, she came to the island for inspiration, and then she ended up falling in love with Oleana, and they got married. So I feel like Kerri and Layla could relate to each other in that they are foreign to Sulani. So I definitely think it'd be good for the two of them to befriend each other. So let's give her a little bit of a pep talk, and then we can also share a secret, and then get Jasmine in on this conversation as well. So talk about handiness. And give repair tip. I don't get why giving repair tips gives you fame. I don't know. Like, we're not Tim the Tool Man here. I don't get that. Okay, so we'll give repair tips. Why not? Oh, and then look at that. We got these chickens here. Aw, that's so cute. I don't think you can really, you can't really do anything with them, unfortunately. But what is Kerri? So I think, is she? Okay, no. So apparently she isn't going to be cloud gazing. I guess Kalama left. So that's sort of it for their conversation. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I just thought it'd be really cute if they went stargaze. I don't know if she didn't get a chance to introduce herself to Leah. So we'll have her talk to her as well. And then, who's she? Has she talked to this person yet? Oh, she should probably introduce, or, I think maybe in the next part we will have Talia take Kerri over to her parents' house so she can get to know them a little bit better. Like, they can just kind of spend the day over there and we can visit that part of the world. I'm just really excited to get further into the series, but it does look like Kerri is really tired, and I'm going to assume Talia is. No, why did she have full energy? What on earth happened? Oh, I wonder if that was something from the spirit, like maybe it fills up your motives. I'm not sure. Or maybe we're having some kind of glitch. I'm not sure what's going on here. But anyway, at least Kerri is tired. So I'm going to go ahead and have these two head on home. And with that, I'm going to end this part here. So I hope you all are enjoying this series so far. I know I'm having absolute blast. And the next part will be up either tomorrow or the day after that. I'm not really sure. But anywho, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and bye!